Right. And now we go back to Survivor Series in the next part. So we talk about the women's one. And the next match was, hang on a second, I had it by number in this. And the second match was Elena against Shinsuke Nakamura. One thing that stood out to me in this match, which is pretty big, the fact that they mentioned the Nakamura was a former IWGP champion.
Hmm.
I was like, did they actually say that? I had to literally go back and rewatch that part. I'm like, nah, they
Yeah.
didn't. They actually, and it was really clear. It wasn't like a, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." It was a
No,
really
no, no.
like former IWGP champion. I was like,
Hmm.
wow, that was like,
Different times, mate. Different times.
I know just different. I get in different times, but it's the fact that, for example, you said it many times, like, why would you be showing the belt from another company in your company? You know,
Hmm.
it's the same thing. Why would you mention the championship from another company in your company? Um, for me, it was really
To give
weird.
him credibility. To give him credibility. To give him
Uh,
status.
it definitely, but it's not. But this is the thing. Nakamura doesn't need it. You
No.
could you could
Oh,
have mentioned.
well, no, no, no. He doesn't need it to wrestling fans. But the majority of WWE fans wouldn't be aware of what he's done in Japan.
Uh, Fair enough.
Hmm.
I get that, but at the same time, if you could mention all the matches like titles that he has in WWE,
Hmm.
because he's pretty much won the Continental, North American.
But he's
Uh,
never been the WWE champion.
he's never
But he
been
has
the
been
WWE
the
champion.
he has been the New Japan one.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was
Um,
kind of stood up to me. It was pretty wow,
what do you
crazy.
think of the match and the result?
Look, first of all, the entry was awesome. Nakamura's entry was wow,
Yeah,
something
and
else.
the black clothes he wears, the black leather clothes,
Oh,
awesome. The
the whole
makeup,
entrance, the whole
the hair
entrance,
covering the face, yeah.
just the whole thing,
The
just
Japanese
awesome.
promos, that man, that's whoever made the decision that he starts doing his promos in Japanese was genius, pure genius.
Exactly, and we know that Hunter did the entry
Mm.
because we saw the
Yeah.
videos of him preparing it. So
Mm.
here's Hunter. The match was good. I like the match. It was nothing to say. The match. I
Mm.
was really surprised that LA lost the title. That was for me was the biggest.
Everybody was. I agree with you. The match was top shelf as we'd expect from two, top class talents like LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura. Everybody in that arena was shocked. If someone said to you, "Oh, I knew Shinsuke was going to win," well, they're full of shit.
Bullshit.
No one thought that. I still don't agree with the result. I still think LA Knight should have kept the strap longer.
Mm,
Um, but this is a feud that's continuing. There will be a rematch.
the hundred
Um,
percent.
there might even be a third one. And that's when LA Knight, I think, will get the strap back. Um, but I was shocked. And you could visibly see the shock on people's faces in the arena. Um, so, like it was that to me, that was the upset of the night.
Yeah,
That was
but
something totally unexpected. And in a night where we were expecting a lot of things that didn't happen, that was the most unexpected thing.
yeah, definitely. Got my wife is sneaking into the side here, trying to get a cable out, and then sneaking back. Fucking hilarious. She was trying to be discreet, did not work.
Trying to have a
Um,
serious conversation about professional wrestling here, Letty, please.
Come on. Oh my god, trying to not laugh. Um, you know what? But it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. You know why? Because Nakamura can win a revenge with everything, and if he's gonna continue a feud with, because he already lost to LA Knight.
Yes.
If he would lost again, he loses the whole momentum of
Yes.
him coming
Agreed.
back. The fact that he won that title, and the other thing was that since the moment, and that's well, LA Knight, they say LA Knight was angry as he was walking in because he's gonna lose the title, which is fair enough. But since Nakamura attacked him, LA Knight completely changed. He was
Yeah.
scared. It's kind of like what's happening to Gunta.
Gunta. Yeah.
Like they lost, like since Nakamura appeared, just LA Knight was like he couldn't be LA Knight. He was
Mm.
constantly watching his back. He was scared, stuff like that. So it works out perfect because now LA Knight has to get back to being LA Knight and being able to regain that. I'm good. I'm the best. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that title back. So I love it because it's gonna come back to that. So that's why look, it get surprising in the beginning, but it makes sense to where
Yeah.
they're gonna take this storyline.
Look, I'm not unhappy about the result. I'm just shocked by it.
100%. Everyone's else.
Yeah.
Like I
I'm
get
not
that.
saying Shinsuke doesn't deserve the strap. He does.
Mm,
Um, but I was just shocked by it. Did not expect it.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And Nakamura is a new United States champion. And then we go to Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser for the uh, Intercontinental title, which I think the highlight of that was the freaking speed the Braun Breaker did to Ludwig Kaiser, which literally just he flew.
Yeah,
He was like Superman. He was just
yeah.
I think I haven't seen such a good speed since I don't know the best speed I've probably ever seen. I would say it was the one the Edge did
Jeff
to
Hardy
Jeff
Edge ladder
Hardy
match.
over
Yeah,
on the ladder. You're like,
TLC.
oh yeah, 100%.
Mm.
I think you gotta
Yeah,
say that's one of the
that is
best
the
speeds
greatest spear in
ever.
history.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the greatest. But what
yeah.
Braun Breaker did is
Mm.
a good, you know, top
Yeah.
top speed because he just
Oh yeah,
flew
yeah.
and just Louis Casa took it like a champion. But
Kaiser
it's
sold it brilliantly too.
just
Yeah.
wow. I think that was the first part. But it also what it did is also kind of takes Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker won, takes Braun Breaker out of this feud, and just we're gonna see Louis Casa going against Sheamus, and we're gonna
No,
continue
no,
with
but
that
you
feud.
know, on Raw, you saw what happened on Raw.
Yeah, I know, but that's the weird part. Then everything went reverse because
Mm,
that's how it ended. It ended with the fact that Sheamus and Louis Casa were like, okay, this was
mm.
gonna happen. But now we go back to Braun Breaker being into it. So what are your thoughts on the match? What's happened then, and then what's happening in Raw after?
Fantastic match. Um, just added a whole bunch of value to Bron Breaker's already highly valued stock. Um, Sheamus, what a workhorse. As always, man, has been like, I don't know, has how long has he been in the WWE? 10, 15 years. Absolute workhorse. He will, I think he will end up getting that Intercontinental title some way down the track. So he does become a truly Grand Slam champion. But the thing is, like now, is with Ludwig Kaiser when he gave Bron, as they used to call it back in the old days, the ultimate insult, the paintbrush, like
Yeah.
slap to the face. So that's where that feud's being censored. But Sheamus is still hanging around in the back, like that's still unfinished business for him.
Yeah.
So and again, all this is lifting Bron Breaker's stock, but and he's not doing anything to harm it. He's a brilliant worker. But you know what the problem is? He's a heel. Technically, he's a heel, but people are cheering him, man. They're cheering him.
It's a Stone Cold effect.
Mm, yeah,
It's the Stone Cold effect. He's gonna
yeah.
be a heel, but as long as the music stand start backing, there's dogs
Mm,
everywhere, man. The dogs start backing no
yeah.
matter where
The
he is if
dogs
he's a
start
heel.
barking, mate.
Is
Mm,
it is the Rhea Ripley has the same effect, man. She can be a
mm,
heel, but people still gonna cheer her up. You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
unfortunately that's the thing. Like this, you got two wrestlers that they're just so good. People love them so much. They're just so good, such a good workers. There's just the Stone Cold effect, man. They can do bad
yeah.
to
I
everyone, but
think
they're still gonna cheer them up.
I know we're going to talk about injuries later, but didn't Sheamus get a broken rib from the shillelagh shots from Kaiser, a little bit Kaiser?
Oof, I don't have the update on that to be honest.
Mm.
I think it did, but I'm
Maybe
not
I'm
sure.
not sure. I don't know if he did or not because he's just released a video. He's Celtic part of his Celtic Warrior training series with Grayson Waller. So if you got a
No,
broken rib, you're not going to be training. So
exactly. It must have just been like he gets bruised like not tomorrow every single
yeah,
time he has a match. So
he bruised like
in two
he's got a
seconds.
great he's got a great that white pale skin's great for like wrestling,
Yeah,
man. Like great for effect because he bruises easily and he gets red marked up easily
straight
and
away. It's just
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy. It's a few wrestlers that got that. There. As soon as you hit him
Yeah.
once, it's just like, oh,
He hates the sun, but good for wrestling.
fair enough. Well, he's a ginger.
But there's one
Um,
ginger you wouldn't make fun of.
that's the one you don't want to make fun of. But we got Braun Breaker returning the title, and then we jump into the Gunta Damian Priest match, which nothing to say about the match. It's fucking great. People just
Great match.
absolutely
Great match.
exploded,
Yeah. As
exploded
expected.
when they saw
Mm,
Damian Priest coming in.
mm.
Um, in the end, as I was expected, it happened,
You
which I
called it.
loved it,
You called it.
loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is funny enough. I don't know. Damian Priest hasn't he's showing out again, but we're gonna have Gunta going against Finn Balor, which is gonna be interesting. And
Hmm.
I can see Damian Priest getting involved now.
Oh, 100%.
This is gonna end up in a triple threat match somewhere along the
It
road.
is. It already is. That's
I
what it
heard,
is.
sorry, my bad. Saturday Night,
Yeah. It's on
which
Saturday
is
night's main event mm.
we'll talk about that in a bit.
with
So
Judgment Day bands from ringside.
yeah. So look, do you want to say anything about that match? Because I think we
No, it was a fantastic match, and it's probably it's what we expected and what you called.
mm,
So it wasn't unexpected.
yeah. So which I'm happy about it. But we
Mm.
gotta jump to the last one before we can go into Saturday Night. But because we got the men's war game, which he had A lot of happening since the
Mm-hmm.
first second. Wow, everything from Jey Uso entries. I was surprised that Jey Uso was the last one to come in.
Mm.
Um, to CM Punk going off script and his slap. I think it was like who was he slapped? I think he
Yeah, when he
slapped.
walked out. Yeah,
He
yeah.
walked out. He went to the ring. His fucking slap. I
Mm.
think it was Jacob
Was
Fatu.
it
I think his name.
Tongaloa?
Tangalao Jacob Fatu. He slapped someone in the face, and
Mm,
everyone's
mm.
like, against him.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was so good because everyone just went nuts. He was like, yes, I'm fucking gonna have that. But there was so many amazing moments in the match.
yeah.
Um,
Yes.
that we'll start, putting it apart slowly. First of all, we got Sammy, which is Jordan, Tamatonga and Jey Uso first of all starting the match. What are your thoughts on that starting, like Tamatonga starting?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's good. I think he's the better of the two Tongans by a long way.
Yeah,
Um, and no, it was a good start to the match. It was a strong match all around. Good start.
yeah. Then we got Bronson Reed getting in.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Jimmy also getting in, and then this is the part that is starting to get a bit interesting because Tamatonga was about to start. It was about to get in. Solo
Tongaloa
stops it.
or Tamatonga.
Uh, Tamatonga.
Tongaloa.
No, Tangaloa. Sorry, remember?
Yeah,
Tangaloa was about to start it. Solo stops in and goes in Fatu, which is just starts destroying everyone that
yeah,
they was there. And the other part, it was crazy because in the other end, seconds later, minutes later, CM Punk is about to get in, and just
yeah.
Roman Reigns puts his
Roman
arm
Reigns
out,
stops him. Yeah,
which became one of the most watched videos in 24
yes,
hours in WWE, which is absolutely insane. It gets Sami Zayn in, which just made a huge question mark on the what's gonna happen later on. What are your
yeah.
thoughts when that happened?
You know what? I didn't really notice it at the time. I only saw it after on social media, so I didn't really have time to process it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I saw it in the moment it happened. I was like, what?
yeah,
So it was crazy. And then we got Tangaloa getting in. See, and then the next part, the gates gets open, and just CM Punk pushes Roman Reigns away,
yes,
and he walks out, and
yeah.
Roman Reigns' face was priceless.
It was a pissing contest.
Oh yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
100%, and we knew that that was gonna happen. People loved the CM Punk, playing the part really well. Then we go Solo and Roman being the last two coming in.
hmm
With Solo, what he did, Solo just locked he took the key away,
yes,
and we got
yeah,
Roman Reigns getting from the cage. That was
yes,
interesting. Now, what I
yes,
didn't like about that, it was the way they sold his entrance. It was really stupid. The way they were trying to get him out, and they just kept
yeah.
kicking them out, and they were falling. It was so bad. It just looked horrible. I was like, why would do that? Like, why just? I don't. They couldn't do so much better. I don't know if it was just me, but that's my thought.
Yeah, it was an interesting way to get him in there. I don't know if the whole padlock thing was necessary. I don't know if it worked, but you know what? It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
And at the end, after we talk about this fight, I just want to, I'll give you my thoughts on the whole show as a whole, and I think that'll fall in line with what I just said.
Fair
It's
enough.
done. It was done. It probably wasn't the best idea, but you know what? It's probably the only wrong turn they've had in like the last 4 years in this feud or whatever, however long it's
Fair
been.
enough.
Yeah.
And then we got everything Hellsberg side inside. Everyone was after everyone. We got the tension moment between Roman Reigns and CM Punk until Paul Heyman walks in. He's telling, "Hey,
Yes.
we in the same. Then we're in the same
Yeah.
size.
Mm.
Stop fighting each other, getting to." And then they
Yeah.
get into it, and then we get to the point that he just Solo Sikoa gets isolated. Everyone
No, what
surrounded.
about before that? Before that,
What part?
when
I was gonna.
When CM Punk saves Roman Reigns from the tsunami
Oh
off the
yeah,
top of the
when
cage.
Bronson Reed gets injured. Sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot about
that's a
that.
massive moment because
That's
Punk
yeah.
showed, okay, I'm really here, man. I'm helping you, mate.
I'm on your
You know,
side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
I'm
was
keeping
that.
my side of the bargain I'm keeping my side of the arrangement with the wise man. I
Yeah,
did that. I basically just saved your life, man.
and
You get
Roman
hit
Reigns'
from that
face was
tsunami, you're
crazy.
gone, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. So yeah,
yeah.
sorry, I missed that
Mm.
part. I forgot about that part. And then we get the point that Solo Sikoa gets isolated,
Mm.
The moment Solo Sikoa gets selected, the one thing that happened, everyone's got taken back was the fact that Roman Reigns opened his arms,
Yeah,
kind of
like
like,
last chance, mate. Last chance.
"I love you. This is the last
Mm.
chance," and it didn't happen. And
Mm.
then he just gets smashed by everyone. Just
Smashed by everybody.
everyone, and then the pin comes in. Is
Mm.
the end, and we get
Mm.
everyone hugging each other, shake hands. Nothing happened at the end.
And
I
then
thought it's
nothing
over,
happened at the end.
which was like a big,
Everyone's and because after what happened last year, everyone's waiting, man. Everyone's waiting until they start showing the recap, and it's like, oh shit, nothing's gonna happen.
yeah, but it's the thing. How you can top up what happened last year?
You
How
can't.
you can't. It's impossible. Like, and also it is good also that not always something happens.
But that's what I when I like I said before, I said um the biggest upset was LA not losing, but it
Mm.
was a night of like upsets in like kind of reverse upsets because we were expecting so much to happen and nothing did. There
Yeah,
was no Jade Cargill. Um, there was, you know, in the
it's
main
not Seth
event,
Rollins.
it was a clean pin. It was a clean pin. As much as you can
Mm.
have a clean pin in war games, it was a clean pin. It was a clean victory to the OG bloodline. Nothing happened.
And
Um,
what was the other thing we got wrong? We thought Solo Sikoa was gonna win.
yeah, yeah,
And now we ended up
exactly.
the original bloodline, but it
Yeah.
makes sense because now like we got Punk has that favor to ask.
And where was the Ulafala? Where was that?
Yeah, that was a good point.
Nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen the Lafala. But this
I mean,
was,
I think. What do you think the favor is?
look, the favor might be good. I don't know because he can't. What is he gonna influence? He can't even really ask him for a title shot.
Why
He
not?
can't- How is he gonna ask for a title shot to Paul Heyman when Paul Heyman has no influence on getting a title
Well,
shot?
Paul Heyman's Roman Reigns' wise man. Roman Reigns said to Paul Heyman, "What's the favor?" And Paul Heyman said, "Don't worry about it. Worry about war games." That's
We
what
got
Roman
plenty of
Reigns
time
did.
to talk about it. Yeah,
I think the favor is if Roman Reigns ever gets the title back, which he will, if and when he gets the title back, CM Punk has first dibs at that title. That seems a bit obvious though, so I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced
yeah.
myself,
I
but that's
think
the
that's
only
why.
thing.
I think
Mm,
that's why I'm not convinced of it because it's too obvious. I
mm.
think that the favorite, and you know why also I don't think it is because Paul Heyman's face when Roman Reigns asked him what's the favor, Paul Heyman was really, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, we'll talk about it later, and he was like kind of not trying to look at Roman Reigns, and then when
The
he
other
looked at
thing
Roman
is
Reigns, it's like
there might. The other thing is there might not even be a favor yet. Like he owes you. He owes him a favor.
that's what I'm
That
saying,
doesn't mean there's one there. That means that I can cash it in later
and that's the thing.
when I
That's
want
what
something from you.
exactly. That's what
Mm,
Roman Reigns like.
mm,
That's what Punk said. When I need that favor,
mm.
it's like Paul Heyman's when they finish war game, it's like whenever you need it, it's yours.
But if you heard what he said, he cut an awesome promo or interview on Raw.
Like when he burns Seth Rollins.
He burned him hard, and then Seth got some burned back. But in that interview, Punk said, "I got a couple of people that I got a couple of favors up my sleeve, or words to that effect." He didn't just say one favor; he said a couple. No
Yes.
one picked up on that. Every single word counts when CM Punk is talking.
Oh yeah, every single one of them.
So he's got a couple. I don't know what the others are or who they're with.
Exactly. And CM Punk have helped many people, which also is something with Sami Zayn.
Mm.
Might be something
Yeah,
there. So we know that he has something up his sleeve with someone. What would the favor be? It might not be anything to do with a title shot. It might be something to do with something else much bigger than a title
maybe.
shot. And that's where, but we will
But right
know
now
this
he's
one.
focused on Seth Rollins, and
He's for,
that feud is fucking awesome.
but he was okay. Let's finish War Games before we go into
Yeah.
this because War Games ended up with three injuries.
Okay, what was your out of 10 for the whole show?
I would say a solid 7.5, like 7.5 for me.
You're nicer than me.
Yeah, like just 7.5
I'll give it a
because
6. I'll give it a 6.
yeah, and look.
I expected more.
I think because we build ourselves too much.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think I think we build it too much in our heads.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think my biggest letdown was the women's war games. That was the biggest letdown. It was just, and the fact that they keep teasing the cashing in and it's not happening. It's like get to a point. It's
But
like,
that was a bullshit cash in. Like she was never going to cash that in. How can you
yeah,
cash it in? and then keep fighting war games.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, why would you
Yeah,
do that? It
yeah,
makes stupid. And we said it could happen, and we said it was stupid, and it happened. It was
yeah,
stupid.
and it happened. Yeah, 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 and it
So
was and it looks stupid.
it looks stupid because
Yeah.
even we create a feud out of nowhere.
Okay, what happens? If she wins. She cashes in on Naya or she cashes in on Liv. She then has to keep fighting on that same team because that's not the end of that war games match.
Well, if she walks out, yes. How about that's true? But that's the thing. How about she wanted that the whole time? Just cash in
Mm,
and then walk out of the cage and fuck them up.
mm,
That was my plan the whole time. I wasn't there for the team. I was just here to get the title.
mm.
That makes sense. It could happen. It would have fucking an awesome finish because it would an unexpected finish to war games.
But it didn't happen. It didn't happen
It
that
didn't
way.
happen, but it was pretty stupid. Um, so yeah, I think that the women's war game was a big letdown, and then some of the stuff happened around there. I think that's for me. It's a 7.5. It's just that was too much of a letdown to lift everything else, And the men's war game, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't good enough to bring that burn that
Yeah,
happened at the beginning
I
of
know
the
exactly
match.
what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of really weird. But yeah, man, that's my reason. That's it. That's what I'm thinking.
injuries, casualties of war games,
Casualties of war games. We got three casualties of war games, which one of them probably will even miss WrestleMania. We got Jimmy Uso, Tangaloa,
broken toe.
Broken Toy, and Bronson Reed, which is the biggest one because he might miss WrestleMania.
Oh, he will. Unfortunately, I think he will. He's just had surgery on the ankle. He smashed that ankle, man, coming off
Oh
that.
yeah,
He landed on his feet off the cage. Obviously, that's to break to cushion some of the impact onto from the table. But man, he smashed that ankle. The fact that he kept on fighting or kept stayed in the ring was unbelievable.
and at the end he walked
Uh,
out.
yeah, he walked out. That's adrenaline, man. That's pure adrenaline.
That's true. When
Um,
everything cools down,
but
that's
yeah,
when you feel the pain.
it's a shame because man, he was like finally getting this massive push and he was going to stay part of the OG bloodline. But look, he can come back, and I hope he makes it back before WrestleMania. I really do.
But look, the
He's
problem
an
is that
awesome
we got
talent.
two out of the five out
Mm,
of the Timmy Bill line, and that's a big
yeah,
problem. We got three,
mm.
which I don't know.
Because
One is a
Tongaloa's got, but Tongaloa tore his bicep.
yeah, but that's a blessing.
Yeah, well, he's like he's.
He's just
I've been
there.
disappointed by him in the
I think
bootleg
everyone's that.
bloodline.
I think
And
everyone does.
we've said it before. We've noticed they protect him a lot. They
Yeah,
protect him a lot. He's still not up to the standard that the others are.
yeah. I think the only people that knew what was coming was the New Japan fans. That was the
Yeah,
only one that keeps saying,
yeah,
"We told you, we said it to
yeah,
you.
mm,
He's gonna fuck it up," and he did many times.
mm,
So it's kind of a blessing that he's out because he kind of like he lets the other three to like run free, kind of do shit, which is not
mm.
bad. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of pretty weird. What happened? But yeah, hopefully all of them make it back.
Oh, I
Um,
think Jay Uso Jimmy Uso should be back.
yeah,
It's
that was
Jimmy that
just
broke his toe, isn't it? Yeah,
yes, which is
yeah,
not bad. Hey, look, we got. I know we're gonna talk about the return of Drew McIntyre. But I think we gotta go on Saturday Night Live,
yeah,
Saturday Night Main
yeah.
Event. We gotta go into that because I don't know how much time we got, and we got a few matches to have a look at it. One of them is, which is gonna be interesting, which is also first of all, what are your thoughts on the new Women's United States Championship?
Oh, I love it, love
Yeah,
it. I think it's great. Um, and I think I really want
I
Chelsea Green
think
to win it.
everyone does. Me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone does.
And but then you know what? There's talk about Natalia getting it, or maybe getting the Intercontinental title.
But she's out.
Natalia.
The finalist Bailey, the
Oh,
finalist
that must it must be the Intercontinental title then.
probably because the in the Women's United States
Yeah.
Championship
But I'd
is
love for Chelsea Green to win this. I really would.
I think everyone's cheering for it because they look these are the finalists, which we
Mm.
will see that two of them are gonna go into Saturday main event, which is Bailey against Chelsea Green and Michin against Tiffany Stratton. So I think it will be Michin against Chelsea Green. I don't think I don't think Tiffy will make it.
I disagree. I
Do
think
you
it'll be
think?
Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green. Tiffany Stratton cannot win the US title because then that would devalue her Money in the Bank briefcase.
True.
She's not going to hold both straps.
No, I don't think they will
And
use
I
both
don't see
straps.
Michin beating her.
So you think it's gonna be Tiffany against Chelsea?
Chelsea, yeah, and I think Chelsea's obviously going to win by with a heel victory. Obviously, Papa Niven's going to have something to do with that.
But Tiffy's a
Um,
heel too. That's a funny part. There's two. We got two
yeah, but
heels.
she's like one of those crossover heels. She's getting cheered, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. Good point. Yeah, it's a crossover heel. I don't know, but yeah, I think the same. I think Chelsea game will win it. That'll be awesome. I think people
Yeah,
just she has a massive momentum, and
yeah,
she wrestles really well, man. Between the character
yeah.
and the
Oh,
wrestling,
she's great, man. She's a
oh,
great
she's
worker.
so good.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
what she did in the independent wrestling, man, fuck, it was
yeah.
awesome.
Well,
Uh,
she's
spe-
married to the indie god.
she's married to the indie god, and they helped the indie god at one point when showing the whole titties going up, which was a great momentum in the indies. If you once haven't seen it, just see it because he helped him to win a title. It was awesome. So yeah, I think Chelsea. We both agree in that one. I think definitely. The other one's Io Sky is against Liv Morgan. I don't see Io Sky winning it. I'll be
No
fair.
one, no, she won't. But it'll be a great match.
What?
They're both like similar height, and they're both like little pocket rockets. So
Yeah,
it's gonna
so
be a
that's a
great
great
match, man.
thing. What I've seen
And
those happenings.
Liv will win a heel victory. Like Raquel will get involved or something.
Look,
Rhea will get involved.
Rhea,
Rhea might cost Io the belt. Might
involuntary,
cost her the
involuntary,
yeah
yeah, probably by
yeah
trying to help because Raquel will get in,
yeah
Rhea will get in, and
yeah
something is gonna happen.
yeah
Yeah, definitely,
yeah.
definitely see that happening. Um, Gunta, Finn, and Damian Priest. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I can see Gunta losing the title, but who is he gonna lose it to? That thing that's the biggest question. What are your thought process on this?
I think Gunther's gonna retain. I think Judgment Day is obviously banned, but something's gonna happen that will let Gunther retain the title, and something will happen in between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, whether someone else gets involved or I don't know. But I think Gunther's going to retain, and Priest and Finn Balor, something's going to interfere with that.
I don't know, man. I think uh, Finn is the tag team champion at the moment. No, he lost.
Yeah. No,
Lost.
no, no. They still
No,
got
what?
it. They're
Still
fighting
got
the War Raiders. But
the
I
Warriors.
did not notice one thing on Raw.
Mm.
Um, Judgment Day's turning on him slowly but surely.
Yes.
Judgment Day doesn't like leaders. That's why they didn't like Edge. That's why they didn't like Damian Priest. Finn's becoming this like pseudo leader of it, and like even Liv Morgan said sarcastically, "What do you say, like Finn? Because if we listen to Finn, we win."
Mm.
You know. So I think they're gonna. I think there's issues internally there.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, so I don't know, man. Something's gonna happen, but Gunther's gonna retain.
Look, it's Saturday main event. It's a
Mm.
really important main
Yeah,
event, which is gonna happen again in January 25th
yeah. In Texas,
in Texas. So it's a
that's
pretty
like just days before like the Royal Rumble.
exactly. So it's a really important pay per view, and if a title needs to change in there, why not this one?
But why does the title need to change? There is no. They are going to crown. They're going to crown a US champion.
They're gonna create, yeah, I get they're gonna crown a new champion, so you're gonna be a new champion for enough, but it's not.
Mm.
I don't look. I can see Finn Balor winning this title. I
You
definitely
can or
see.
you can't.
I can. Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think he will somehow win that title. Um, but then just to feud that Damian Priest Finn Balor, I just feud going forward.
So you think he's going to hold the WWE Championship and the Tag Team Championship at the same time?
He
Finn
will lose
Balor.
it sooner. He's gonna lose that one. Like if he loses to the World Raiders, we will know where this is going. I think that's because they got the War Raiders match happening now,
Mm.
and the War Raiders having a massive momentum too. And
Yeah.
those titles mean nothing at the moment.
Mm.
So why not give it to a tag team team like that one? So if they lose that title, I think we could see Finn Balor winning it. Holding two
Yeah, but the
titles.
Saturday night's main events before Raw, so the you
Also, he
can't
has a
lose a tag
next
team.
Raw.
No.
Or at least he wins and then loses the other titles straight
Yeah,
away.
but that doesn't make sense. He's the world champion. He's gonna.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know. I
Mm.
see him winning it. I don't know how, but I might be wrong. I got it wrong last time. So, what can we do?
I'm not
Uh,
saying you're wrong, but
yeah, I know. I know what can we do. Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. This is just pure destroyness. I don't know what's gonna happen
Drew,
here.
Drew's gonna win
Drew,
this.
Drew's gonna
Drew's gonna
win.
win this. Drew's gonna
Drew,
win.
because of the way he came back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do
And
you?
we don't know if it was even him that took out Jay. We
No,
don't know.
didn't he confess?
Did he?
I think he confessed in the promo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he confessed in the promo because
All right.
that's what Sami Zayn said to him, to Seth Rollins when they cut that promo.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, definitely
All
he
right.
did.
Yeah, but I think Drew has to win this one.
Yeah, same. I think Drew's gonna win it. Sami Zayn, I see it really difficult. The KO and the KO and Cody Rhodes match. I don't think it's gonna change your title. I don't
No,
think
it
so.
won't change the title. And he's gonna get the special belt.
Oh yeah, the winged battle.
The
So, but
wing. The rumor is the winged eagle's coming back, and I hope that rumor's true, man. Even for just one night.
it has to be. If he said, "Oh, it's only for one
Yeah,
night," man, it has to be.
yeah,
What else is gonna be? There's
yeah.
nothing else, you know.
Mm,
And he's been asking for it, so why
mm-hmm,
not? You know.
mm.
Um, but I
But you know
do.
what? Here's the thing. Kevin Owens isn't wrong. Kevin Owens is all of us.
Yes.
Kevin Owens is saying what we're all thinking.
Again, I'm
So,
telling you, that's why Discovery is a great villain. He's a great villain
so, but is he going about it the wrong? And Kevin Owens is so funny, man. Like he's that interview he did with Michael, that
in the
interview he
car.
did with Michael Cole in the car, and he goes, "Get out of my rental vehicle, please. Get out now." And then he goes, "Michael," and then he winds the window up. Like that's awesome. Um, Kevin Owens is saying what we're all thinking because to me, it still doesn't make sense that Cody Rhodes teamed with Roman Reigns. It still, to this day, does not make any sense at all. Um, so I think Cody's going to retain. I wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton gets involved in
I
some
was about
way.
to say that. I
Mm,
think RKO is gonna appear
yeah. Mm,
to just keep going with the feud
yeah.
with Kane Owens.
Mm,
They have to. They have
yeah.
to. But yeah, this like I said before,
Which would mean which would mean um, Cody gets DQ'd. If Randy Orton gets involved and bashes Kevin Owens, Cody gets DQ'd, but he doesn't lose the title because you can't. You can only win the title by pin or submission, as you know.
exactly.
Mm,
So it's a great way to win the title or retain the title if he gets involved.
mm,
But look, like I said, Cody Rhodes has been the greatest villain at the moment. He's turning people into heels. You know, he's turning
mm,
into like these bad persons just because they had enough
mm.
of being put in the brave face or hopping out when just why you keep going the wrong way about it. Same
Yeah.
thing that said like it's the same thing that Sami Zayn said to Seth Rollins. It's like you created Roman Reigns. What are you
Mm.
talking about? You created the monster.
Yeah.
It's your
Exactly.
fault. You betrayed your
Kevin Owens is
brothers.
not wrong about anything.
Kevin, he's not wrong about absolutely nothing.
Mm,
And that's what's great about it. And just that's what Seth Rollins kind of had to think twice about it. He was gonna say to Sami Zayn. Because yeah, he's not wrong. And then he did it, and just, we kind of going away from Cody Rhodes because what I don't know, but the kind of the promo that said Cat about CM Punk, it felt completely different because this time it's about you left and you never return my calls, and that's why I
yeah.
hate you now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a really weird why you hate the guy. But
Oh, there's
again,
more to that. There's more to come in.
there's more to come. But the way he was going on about is more like he was hurting. You know, it's
Mm.
not a hate
Hurt.
of
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate you because you this person. It's just I hate you
Mm,
because I'm hurt about it. And
mm,
then what Punk said it, and that's funny part. That's what I was saying, because Punk cut the promo, and the promo that said Ronnie was cutting, it was just what's go. It was just reassuring what Punk said on his promo.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's like
Yeah.
this is like the what's it called? The Young Bucks effect. It's like, what are you doing? You know, doing like you just hoping the guy he was right the whole time. He just, and the same Seth Rollins was doing. Seth Rollins was just so you're telling the CM Punk was right this whole time? Yeah, that was my take up from it. It was like there was nothing wrong with what he was doing and
But they're
saying.
both great promos. Both of
Oh,
them are great
both great
promos.
promise, both great
Yeah.
promise, and that's the feud's gonna get better,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
and and
Absolutely.
just. But I just love the true bomb that just Sami Zayn said to Seth Rollins, because
Oh
he's
yeah,
it rocked Seth Rollins. It rocked him.
yeah, hundred percent,
It rocked
hundred
him and
percent.
made him see things differently.
Yeah,
Because yeah, he talks about Roman Reigns, talks about Roman Reigns when
mm,
he fucking created Roman Reigns, you fucking dickhead.
yeah,
And that's what Roman
exactly.
Reigns said it. Every
Mm,
single chance I have to give a chair to the back of Seth Rollins, I will do it, no
will
matter what
yeah,
it costs me.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It cost him the
It
title.
cost
I
him
didn't care.
cost him the title last year at
He
WrestleMania.
didn't care.
This year at WrestleMania, cost him the
He did,
title. Didn't
and he
care.
didn't
Yeah,
care. He
I
was
watched
like,
that match again. I watched that match again the other day,
"How
and
good
man, I
was that?"
got goosebumps again. And I like when you hear the dong
Oh my
dong.
god,
Oh my god! Like
the
even
whole
when you know it's
thing.
gonna happen, you're like, wow.
It's still you like you don't know where this is
Yeah,
coming from. Like that's the
yeah,
thing, you don't know
yeah,
where this is coming
yeah,
from, and the whole fact that the Undertaker didn't know how to like, it
yeah.
was like
Like to the
like
day, like there when he was sitting there, they're like, come on, let's go. Yeah,
it's like what?
yeah.
He wasn't even prepared for it. Like he was just
Nah.
pretty good,
Yeah,
but he just didn't butcher. He was pretty good, and that what Cody Rhodes said about when he winked at him and then he disappeared. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. He's
This
like,
guy's is
yeah, yeah,
magic. Like it was just the
yeah,
time was like
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
I was like,
Exactly,
oh my god,
exactly,
just keeps
exactly.
building the Undertaker. So yeah, look, overall, we're gonna have a great Saturday main event, which happened in years. I think the last time was when Edge was there. It's the last
And
time we
Jesse the
had
Body's back. Jesse the Body Ventura's back on
Jesse
commentary.
Ventura is gonna be in commentary.
Yeah,
So we got a lot of like retro things happening, which
yeah,
it's gonna be great. Um, and and then we're gonna have it again on the 25th of January, which is gonna be
yeah,
interesting. So we're
yeah.
gonna
Very
have
good.
day one. We're gonna have the 25th of January. We're gonna have this, and we're also gonna
Do they
have
still do day one? I don't think they still do day one. And we're gonna have Netflix on Raw. That's gonna be huge. That first
Netflix, the
episode.
6th of January. Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
Netflix. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in the last few
yeah,
months.
yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to all the stuff, man. But we getting to the end of this episode, Lucha HSP, man. It's great to talk about wrestling again. Farah has been itchy. I've
Yeah.
been receiving a lot of stuff just to make sure I don't forget about crap. But anything to say before we go, man?
Nah, man, I've said enough. My voice is
That's enough.
going. I've said enough.
Fair enough. So you guys know you can find it all social medias. You can we on Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. We there. So just put a like, shares, and everything. Help us out. This is Luchas P. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.